My name is TOLU ADEGBIE. I'm the Executive Chairman of Ondo State Revenue Service, and you are heartily welcome to this edition of Pay Your Tax. On this edition, we shall be looking at the salient points in taxation in Ondo State and some other issues around our collection and administration. Our talking points will center essentially around how year 2022 went, what we were able to achieve, the challenges, and some other issues that came up in year 2022, leading to how we closed the year. Thank you and welcome.
Akéèti Arákùnrin Ọdúnayọ̀ Olúwarótìmí Akérédolú.
Akéèti Akérédolú.
No doubt, the Oluwarotimi Akeredolu administration is daily delivering on its promises to the people of the Sunshine State. Dividends of good governance of reaching citizens in forms of road construction across the state, attraction of solid industrial base for the state, potential utilization of diverse resources of the state, creating jobs through agri value chains, making schools in the state accessible as well as conducive for learning, encouragement of community projects through government funding, and bringing smiles to the faces of the public service workers again through regular payment of salaries and rehabilitation of moribund boreholes in the state, to mention a few. Hulala! Akiti is working. Governor Akeredolu is working his top. The sun is shining again on the lives of the people of the Sunshine State. Having done this much for the good of all in Ondo State, the Oluwarotimi Akeredolu administration says more life-changing projects for all citizens are underway. Therefore, encourage the state government by paying your tax today for all nooks and crannies to become heaven of comfort for all. Pay your tax, as tax brings development. This message is sponsored by the Ondo State Internal Revenue Service.
Akéèti Akérédolú. Akéèti.
Ease of tax payments. There are a couple of channels that you can use to pay your tax in Ondo State. You can go to the branch of a bank. We call it in-bank processing. And then you can also use your mobile phone or your internet banking. Go to Quick Teller. We're on Quick Teller. You can also pay from there. Then you can also now do a third one, especially for companies, and that is very special IGR account. Once you get your assessment, you've agreed, you know how much it is, you can transfer the money to that special account, IGR account. Then inform us, we will pick the money from there and process your receipt, and then send your receipt to you. And that receipt that we send to you, you can now verify online by yourself. It will come out, when you go for your verification of the receipt, it will come out the same way exactly as what we have given you. It's just that it will be black and white, and when it's colored. That's the only difference. But you carry all the information that's necessary. So yes, I think we have put in place structures that actually we ease taxpayer mode or way of doing business with us. Remember, during COVID, we actually migrated a lot of our activities online. We had, you can now renew your driver's license online through our website. You can ask any questions online through our website. You can register for your payee now online through our website. Now we are launching self-assessment for direct assessment people, online. We started giving out certificates to people on the presumptive tax regime. These are the artisans, mechanics, hairdressers, organizers, people like that who are in the lower category of tax payments. Now they get TCC from us. When you pay your amount that they've been assessed for the year according to the law, I think it's no more than 3,000 or so. Once you pay, print your receipt for you, and then we print the certificate for you. And that certificate is valid everywhere. So signed by me also. So I think we've made it quite easy for taxpayers in Ondo State to pay. You can reach, send us a mail or send us a WhatsApp message. Within 24 hours, you'll get a response from us, and we'll tell you exactly what you need to do. And we've had 100% closure on all cases. all cases that have been brought to us. 100% closure will resolve the issues. Hmm. 2022 was tagged the year of management, the rise of talent. So this was the year that I said I was going to let go a lot of things and delegate more, then to unleash the potential of our staff, to see the capacity of all our staff. So I told HOD to slow down, they should delegate more. Let's see what our people can do, without too much of supervision. We just give them instructions, they've been trained. They had specialized training last year, and so we said, let's see what the people can do. And I'm happy that our people actually lived up to expectation. A lot of people came up with ideas. A lot of people were unleashed. We were able to discover new talents. For example, last year we had to appoint a new station manager for head office here, and lo and behold, we appointed the youngest station manager in the history of Ondo State Internal Revenue Service at 28, because the guy was phenomenal. He showed himself that he could do it. He went for training, he came first. Even at the training, he started training the trainers, and I came, had discussion with them. I had to go and call him. I used him as my reference. So when the opportunity came, I said, no, we have to single out this guy and give him some new responsibilities. And we did. And I've not been disappointed. It lives up to expectations. And even though his grade is very low, very junior, he's on maybe level 8. And to be a station manager, generally, he should be on level at least 14. But we decided to try him because of his brilliance, put him on fast track. So our staff contributed. Without our staff, what can I do? I give instructions, they execute. It's teamwork. So the team is well synchronized now. Everybody knows what to do. They bring in information, bring in their requests. This is what we need to do, this is what we need to do. I approve. The one I cannot approve goes to Mr. Governor for certification. And the one that is naughty goes to Mr. Governor. So we divided all the work, and it really it came true for us. So Odirs staff, the best. And that's why Mr. Governor also agreed. And this year, 2023, January, he approved the promotion of all the staff that are deserving. Then some of my directors, he elevated them from deputy director to full director, with all the privileges of being full director. So phenomenal performance from phenomenal people, Odirs staff. Consolidated demand notice means that instead of 4 different government agencies coming to your office, like a hotel, a bank, or a petrol station, they come for environment, they will come for your personal income tax, they will come for signage, they will come for business premises from the various ministries. All those monies they collect comes to government, we track it. But the issue is that those 4 ministries will come to you at different times. And most people would rather just have their bill for the year. So that's why we launched the consolidated demand notice. So we consolidated all the various bills that a company will need to pay in a year. So if I'm a petrol station, I know I will pay land use, I know I will pay signage, I know I will pay fire and safety, and I think I know I will pay environment, emission control, and environment, of the environment. 4. So with these 4, consolidated demand notice puts all these 4 items on one bill, and then they serve it to you once in a year. You can pay the whole bill once, or you can be paying individually as you have the money. So there's flexibility. So this was one of the things, new ideas that we launched last year, and I'm happy to inform you again. It was a huge success. We didn't get the numbers we thought we were going to get, but the relief of a lot of our taxpayers was enough to make us happy. We got so many reviews, so many comments from people who felt that, wow, if not because of the consolidated demand notice, there are some tax that they will not even pay. So what happens is that out of 4, people may pay 2 at different times, they may just refuse to pay the remaining 2. But now with the consolidated demand notice, they can plan to pay everything. So it worked for us. At least, we're able to, in terms of monetary terms, I don't have the figures offered, but it led to some huge growth towards the end of the year when we launched it.
Hooray! Payment of taxes and rates is now made easier and simpler in Ondo State through the Ondo State Internal Revenue Service. One-stop shop model tax stations in 2 different locations in Akure, the state capital. Visit Oyemekun tax station within the premises of Wema Bank PLC on Oyemekun Road, Akure, or visit Alagbaka tax station within the premises of UBA PLC, Alagbaka, Akure, to pay your taxes and rates into Ondo State designated revenue accounts without any stress. For further inquiries, call the following number: 0188397000 or 09284-77004, or send WhatsApp messages to this number 08104864804. Contact us at odirs.ng or info@odirs.ng. Also, chairman at odirs.ng. Our website is www.odirs.ng. Pay your tax as tax brings development. Ondo State Internal Revenue Service announcer.
If you look at some of our existing programs that we started years before, for example, the land use charge. Land use charge has been growing in leaps and bounds from 2018, to 2019 to 2020 to 2021. We've always grown every year significantly. 2022 was flat. It was flat because we were working. We wanted to work with a new database, so it took us a while before we could generate bills to serve to people. In fact, I think I'm aware that even some people did not get bills last year at all. But we are fixing all that now. Land use has generated or contributed to the total revenue the way we expected it at this time. It could have been better, yes. Could we have been better optimized? I would say yes. How about the potential? The potential is still there. I would also say a big yes. The potentials are there. So land use has contributed a lot. I mean, we recruited people for land use, which has not been done before in Nigeria. Most people just take ad hoc staff for land use. No. We recruited people for land use. So we believe that we've done what we need to do our land use. It's just to put the finance structure in place for us to do collections, and that we will do. But in terms of addition, what it was able to contribute to that performance last year, our land use contributed adequately. At least it contributed more than 230 million last year. One of the programs we also started in 2021 was consumption tax. We suspended it in 2020, and then in 2021 we started very late. 2021 I think we generated just about 30 million or so when we started. But by 2022 it was full blown. At least in the 3 local governments that we are using as a test case. That's of course Akure South, Akure North, and Owo, I think, yes, and Owo. So full blown the whole of 2022. And then we were able to generate quite some decent money. We generated about 136 million, for the full year. This was something we are not generating at all before. So we were happy. This was significant, and we've not covered the whole state. So we believe that in the future years, at least year 2023, first thing is cover the whole state. Once we cover the whole state, we know where everybody are. We've done an enumeration. We know all the hotels everywhere. We've done an enumeration. Then we start serving bills. So once you start the bills and people start to pay, initially it will be slow. After a while, people will get used to it. I'm foreseeing it as part of what I was saying about earlier, what I was talking about earlier, when I was talking about sustainability. This is new and it's going to be sustainable. People will now get used to it and they will be paying, and that payment will continue as long as they're in business of hotel or the business of hospitality. So this is something that is sustainable. So we're happy we're able to achieve some decent results from hotel consumption tax in year 2022. If we look at the way 2022 started with the workshop among all the key stakeholders in the states, commissioners, local government chairman, PS, we all went to a place for a retreat. Mr. Governor was there preaching the redeemed agenda of Mr. Governor, and also, talking about this concept of one administration. The fact of the matter is that we have been a major beneficiary of that mantra of one administration. At the conference, I presented a paper and I showed the figures of each ministry, each of the top 20 revenue generating MDs. And I said, look, 2021, I think we didn't have commissioners, we had PS. These are the figures we were able to achieve, which was the highest for all the MDs at that time. Now these commissioners were coming in, were singing the one mantra, song. Let's see what we can do. And we're enjoying them to do more. And well, I'm not surprised. We have the caliber of the people that were appointed by Mr. Governor, as usual. They delivered. I mean, ministries like Ministry of Land and Housing are doing 300% of budget, and they've never made budget 100% before. We had Ministry of Commerce who jumped in terms of revenue collection, year on year, more than 150 million. We had the Ministry of Agric. They increased, they improved. So all over. So the impact of the one mantra, the impact of the one administration mantra of revenue generation has been quite significant. The cooperation has been there. Then kind of even interagency rivalry, to be able to deliver more revenue for government was also going on there. Not so obviously, but it was there. So it has fostered cooperation among all the agencies of government. Instead of writing memos now, people actually pick up the phone and call each other and ask questions. So it makes decisions taken faster. In terms of data, a lot of MDAs have data, and they've been able to cooperate with other people who need data. And there's been no data sharing before. Now we're sharing data, which is quite good. So the impact of, honestly, is something that everyone as a whole, I think the country needs one administration. The mantra of one administration, even the whole country needs something like that. I think it's something that should be propagated.
Finally, a big relief is here for taxpayers in Ondo State. Without an express payment of all taxes, charges, fees, and fines are now made easier through the banks approved by the Ondo State Internal Revenue Service: Access Bank, First Bank, Polaris Bank, Union Bank, UBA, Wema Bank, Unity Bank, and Zenith Bank. Others are Stanbic IBTC, Kickstone, Guaranteed Trust Bank, Fidelity Bank, FCMB, EcoBank, and Sterling Bank. Pay to the banks directly. Don't give your cash to anyone. For further inquiries, call the following number: 0188397000 or 09284770004, or send WhatsApp messages to this number: 08104864804. Contact us at odirs.ng or info@odirs.ng. Also, chairman at odirs.ng. Our website is www.odirs.ng. Pay your tax, as tax brings development. Ondo State Internal Revenue Service announcer.
In year 2022, as much as we said, It was the year that we achieved the highest in terms of revenue generation. Looking back, looking at the amount of work that we have done, the amount of foundation that we have laid, in terms of structures that we have put in place, how we're trying to make our people comfortable and all that, I would say our best is yet to come. Remember, we have a goal that we're working towards. So we have to achieve that goal. So in terms of revenue generation, our best is yet to come, definitely. In terms of staff welfare, this promotion is just the first step in terms of staff welfare. There's so many other things that can come in for staff welfare. So I would say our best is yet to come. Our staff should have things, that they should look forward to. And from hotel consumption tax, I would also say our best is yet to come, because we've just gone now to the whole state. For the taxi buses that we just started ticketing, definitely our best is yet to come. For the Okada, who will say they are doing so well, think they are the highest anywhere, the fact of the matter is that we know that our best is yet to come. Because of the things that we give them, that we motivate them, to not want to cut any corner or pass all this revenue, contribute to government by buying the daily tickets, and the money, the revenue comes to government to do so many other things. So also in our service to the people, which is the most important thing to me. Because one thing for you to pay to government, another thing for you to get service directly. I will tell them our best is yet to come. To all taxpayers in all local governments, especially places where we are putting in new structures, replacing our buildings, rented buildings with government buildings, putting modern amenities in those buildings, our best is yet to come. And to Mr. Governor, I feel of Ondo State, I want to say our best is yet to come. We'll get to where we want to get to. Dear viewers, I hope you have all been well informed on this edition of Pay Your Tax. Definitely, I believe that your best is yet to come, and we encourage you to keep paying your tax. Expect a lot more from government. So much is still coming from government in terms of facilities and what they are using your tax for. We'll see you again, by the grace of God, next week. And on behalf of all of us at Ondo State Revenue Service, I say thank you for paying your tax. God bless you, your family. God bless Odirs. God bless Ondo State. And God bless Nigeria. Dear viewers, I hope you have all been well informed on this edition of Pay Your Tax. Definitely, I believe that your best is yet to come, and we encourage you to keep paying your tax. Expect a lot more from government. So much is still coming from government in terms of facilities and what they are using your tax for. We'll see you again, by the grace of God, next week. And on behalf of all of us at Ondo State Revenue Service, I say thank you for paying your tax. God bless you, your family. God bless Odirs. God bless Ondo State. And God bless Nigeria.